Crap, I forgot to turn that off. My bad. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest Walpole, commentator for Apex Wrestling. Welcome you guys live to a new exciting episode of Apex Wrestling Warzone. We are live here in the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. And man, we got a good show for you, and as well as a good show for you guys here tonight. We also have a big announcement in regards to the World Championship match set for Monopoly. We'll get into that later, but ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get things started here tonight in a match between Akira Young, who last week has already staked her claim to a three-way match for the Apex World title against the defending champion Emelie Gray and the number one contender Olga Snow. And what is sure to be an already interesting match, but with Akira Young making his claim after defeating both the champion and the number one contender, it is now going to be a triple threat match in that regard. But here tonight, she's going up against a woman who also defeated the number one contender last week on Warzone. It is Kelly. And it's going to be interesting to see what it's going to be like here in this arena, to say the very least. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a bit of a news update in regards to something that took place behind the scenes, but we will discuss that when the time comes. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as this whole loading screen crap is done, we can get on with this matchup to see who walks up. I have a feeling I know what's about to happen. Thank you, that did not happen. Thank you very much.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Akira, the Warrior Princess Young.
Well, Akira Young, I gotta give it to this woman. She has proven to be a woman that is sure to stake her, who has made sure she is staking her claim to the Apex Women's title. She's done it already, defeating both the champion and the number one contender. Tonight she's taking on the woman who also took down the number one contender. But the question is, here tonight, the question I have is, will Akira Young's victory in the last two matches that she's had, as well as what happened last week, get into her head to where she does not stay focused? I doubt it, but we'll see what happens.
And her opponent, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Kelly.
Oh, Kelly shocked the world last week on Warzone when she defeated Olga in a one-on-one matchup. Even though in my book Olga seemed to have the match won, it took one mistake from Olga to allow Kelly to get the upset victory. And will she be able to do that again this week against the second challenger for the Apex Women's Championship? We'll see what happens here, but I cannot wait to see what happens here tonight in the opening matchup here for episode 6 of Warzone. And the bell is rung. And now Akira Young looks to get started with a nice knee right at the very top of the head, showing she is not playing here tonight. And on top of some news that we got going on here tonight, we have one big announcement that will try not to, that won't affect too much of Apex Wrestling, but it is something that does involve my personal life. So we'll get to that at the end of the show. But don't worry, one thing I can tell you for sure is Apex is not closing its doors, but due to something going on in my personal life, it does affect Apex Wrestling in a way. But long story short, no, the doors will not be closed. That much I can guarantee you. But in the meantime, let's enjoy what we got from here for the show here tonight. Brought to you by the general manager of Warzone, Lance Romance. And so right now, Akira Young doing what she can to take Kelly down and prove she has been a dominant woman. And I will give Akira Young credit here. Ever since her return to Apex Wrestling, win or lose, she has shown she could handle the women in this promotion, and I will give her credit for that. And she has proven it here tonight against Kelly in what has been a back and forth matchup for the time being. And let's hope I don't jinx it, because every time I say something like that, I jinx the matchup immediately afterward. But anyway, Kelly with the cover, kick, and there's a quick out one. So Akira Young, very excited, very ecstatic over getting her first title opportunity in Apex Wrestling. Not even a full, basically not even a month after her return. In regards to the amount of content we would have here, in regards to the episodes here, about a month and a half worth of content. So basically a little over 2 months, and already she's being given an opportunity at the women's title after beating the women's champion and the #1 contender. I don't know why I keep bringing that fact up, but I'm just so crazy over the fact that this is probably the fastest time I've seen a person get an opportunity that quick on the women's side of things. And there's a cover. Hey, the beatdown crew, how you doing tonight? And there's a kick out at 2 as I say that. And Kelly countering Akira Young, formerly known as Akira Yamamoto. But tonight, name changes mean nothing to me. It's all about how dominant the person has been ever since the return, and Akira Young is no exception to that. She has proven to be a very destructive woman, win or lose, and I respect the hell out of her for that. Putting on damn good matches for all the damn good fans here in Apex, here supporting Apex Wrestling since the very beginning. Even when it was known as United Pro Wrestling, but due to some interesting situations, we had to change our name to Apex Wrestling. And to be honest here, I think Apex Wrestling is a hell of a better name than United Pro Wrestling. But in any case, Kelly looking to measure. Akira Young looks to end this right now, and there's a flatliner. And now with a cover. Oh, and a kick on a 2.5. Akira Young just barely managed to kick out of that. I'm hoping that is not a sign of things to come. But right now, Akira Young is lost all control of this matchup here, and Kelly is just going crazy on Young. And there's a nice kick right to Akira Young. But Young with the jawbreaker counter. And now Young going back into a nice Regal German suplex, as I like to call it, because it's like the Regal plex there. And there's a victory there for Akira Young. And Akira Young proving once again that she is a worthy contender here. And here comes Kelly coming in the ring now. Oh, Akira Young. There you go. Akira Young and Kelly showing their support for each other, showing their respect that each other seems to have. Very good matchup, to say the least. A very good opening matchup on an opening match standard. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we must switch gears a little bit. Coming up next is going to be our second women's division match. We got 3 on the card, in fact. Probably the most we've had on one wrestling event, on one wrestling show. It's going to be pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Olga is going up against Katelyn Hall, one-on-one. And what is sure to be an interesting matchup, because I have never seen Olga and Katelyn Hall compete one-on-one against each other. So this will be an interesting matchup. But hopefully Olga can turn things around, because ever since she became #1 contender, things haven't gone her way. Hopefully tonight things will start to change. Because if it doesn't, I personally don't see any kind of change going on between now and Monopoly. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I almost forgot. We're literally about an hour and a half away before the change of the next day on my side. So before I completely forget, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed going out with family and friends and went to see some fireworks. And if you didn't see some fireworks, you always got the Macy's I keep saying Thanksgiving parade because that's the one part that my family and I, my mom and
Making
sister
her way
and
to
I
the ring
and the grandkids
from
on the watch.
Elysian
But in any
Fields,
case, what I mean to say is
Olivia.
the Macy's 4th of July fireworks display show that they do every 4th of July. But either way, hope you guys had a good 4th of July, and if you didn't, well, hopefully next year will be a good day for you. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the #1 contender for the women's title, Olga Snow, making her way in the ring. She's already in the ring, as I said that. But here she is. She is not in a good mood, and I can't blame her. Not really had a good amount of success ever since she was crowned #1 contender. She's lost
And
both
her
of her last
opponent,
matches.
From Denton, Texas, Katelyn the Queen Hall.
See, she has lost both of her matches the last 2 times. Olga is not in a good mood, and I can't blame her, considering how the last 2 matches she's had since she became #1 contender has not been in her favor, but hopefully, maybe, 3rd time is the charm. And as I said that, I agree with that. Just be sure to stay out of the way, because there are a lot of crazy people that don't know how to use fireworks properly. Yes, agreed. That is a good point. So just stay home if you're visiting somebody who is going to do a fireworks display and you don't know, and you know that they don't know how to handle it properly, and just go there, have some time, and then leave before the fireworks even start. Alright, just saying. But in any case, Olga, you can tell she's not happy with what's been going on, but hopefully that does not cloud her mind. Because right now, Katelyn Hall is in control of the matchup here. You haven't seen much of Katelyn for some time now. Need anything on the grill? No, we do have a grill, but a grill that we have is not working properly. And we honestly do not have enough money at the moment to buy a new grill. So we basically just ate what people would normally eat on 4th of July. We weren't even able to go out and celebrate with friends, but with family. But you know what? I had a good day here on the 4th of July when I was sitting at home. Of course, I did some stuff around the house, but I also basically watched songs that basically revolved around American independence. And I really love listening to those songs because sometimes it's like, dude, even on days when it's not 4th of July, some songs are really good. Like my absolute favorite American song based on America is on anything America is Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. I just love that tune. But right now, Olga is not liking what she's dealing with right now. She's basically getting hammered by Katelyn Hall. All went for a cover, but Olga did a quick out of one, and now Olga, oh man, just straight out leveled Katelyn Hall right there. Oh, and already going for a submission hold, but oh, I don't know if that's supposed to be a rope break though. But either way, Katelyn Hall elbowing Olga to get her out of that hold. And now, oh man, Olga just ran right into the corner after Katelyn Hall just managed to get out of the way. And now Olga, oh man, Drape just throwing Katelyn Hall throat first over the top rope. And that may not be good for Miss Hall. And there's a cutter by Olga. Oh man, Olga's looking to make short work of Katelyn Hall, and there's a cover. Kick out of 2 by Hall. I'll tell you this right here, right now, if Katelyn Hall is victorious here tonight, I will be amazed. Considering how Katelyn Hall has had she's had a little bit of success in Apex Wrestling. That was that's dating all the way back to the very beginning when Apex Wrestling was United Pro Wrestling. And oh, and there's a Claymore kick. Like whatever, go for the cover, and Olga gets the victory. So 3rd time was indeed the charm for Olga Snow here tonight. She could finally celebrate in victory instead of laying down in defeat. And now, oh wait. Uh-oh. Oh, now what's she gonna do? Oh, come on! Come on, Olga. I know you're pissed off at the fact you lost 2 matches in a row since being number 1 contender, but you won this match. What the hell, man? That is some fucked up shit if I ever say so myself, man. Oh, man. I don't know what's going to happen here between these 2 women before Monopoly, but I wonder if Lance Owens is going to do anything about what just took place here. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, we got to switch gears a little bit. It's the final, literally 3 women's matches in succession. Hashtag, hopefully no eye candy involvement here. I'm hoping Lance Owens did not do these matches back to back to back for the men to get some eye candy before the real deal starts to happen. Not that I'm saying that the real deal hasn't happened yet, I'm just saying. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, it is the main event on the women's side of things. And it's going to be Emelie Gray, the women's champion, taking on a woman we haven't seen for some time now, Toni Moon, in their 3rd ever match in Apex Wrestling. Overall, in just Apex Wrestling, this is the 3rd match these 2 women have had with each other. The last time we seen Toni Moon was in a number 1 contenders match, against Olga, 1-on-1. But with Olga coming out victorious in that number 1 contenders match, what was a damn good matchup to say the least. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens here tonight between these 2 women. And maybe, possibly, like I said with Olga, maybe 3rd time is the charm with Toni Moon. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Making her way to the ring from Wrocław, Poland, the women's champion, the Queen.
Well, Emelie Gray, I swear to God, this woman has been a dominant force in Apex Wrestling. Hardly any woman has defeated her. Her only defeat in Apex Wrestling was in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Katelyn Hall and Akira and Akari Valkyrie. But besides that match, no woman one-on-one has been able to take down Emelie Gray aside from Akira Young to take her out. The question being though, will Toni Moon be the second person to take Emelie Gray out one-on-one? Because Akira Young did it before. Let's see if Toni Moon can do it for the second time. For the second loss in Emelie Gray's career here in Apex Wrestling. So Toni Moon making her way out here. This is the first time ever we've seen Toni Moon ever since that number one contenders match. And how ironic is that she goes from being in a number one contenders match to being in another non-title match against the women's champion. How ironic indeed. And now Toni Moon looking to try to be the second woman ever to take on Emelie Gray. Like I said, Akira Young was the first woman to do so one-on-one. But no other woman aside from Akira Young has been able to take her out and get either a submission hold or to pin her or make her tap out. If by some miracle Toni Moon makes her tap out, she will be the second woman to beat her, but she will be the first woman to make Emelie Gray tap out of a submission. Tap out to a submission, I should say. Toni Moon looking to make a name for herself in her return match against the women's champion. These two have faced each other twice before, both times Emelie Gray coming out on top. So I wonder if, based on what we're seeing, I'm guessing Toni Moon has done her homework extensively on Emelie Gray here tonight. There's a nice snapmare. And now Gray looking to take advantage after a mistake on Toni Moon's part. And now Gray with a cover. The ref taking a little while to get in the right position. Went for a cover, but Toni Moon with a click on it one. And Emelie Gray almost tweaked her knee after that missed knee right in the back of Emelie Gray. And now Toni Moon is back in control. Man, Toni Moon is just going crazy on that arm of Emelie Gray's there. And now I guess Toni Moon is looking to do a wrestling style that we haven't seen before. That is systematically destroying Emelie Gray's body parts. Went for a cover and another clip out of one by Emelie Gray. Oh man, and Gray did a nice trip up to Toni Moon. And now Gray back in control. We're tweaking trying to hurt the neck in a big way there. That is a good way to hurt the neck. A good way to, and just about a good way to damn near twist it if you're not careful with that hold there. It could be enough to break somebody's neck in the worst way possible. And there's a jawbreaker by Moon. Moon went for a move, went for a jumping move, but Gray just moved out of the way. And there's a back suplex on Toni Moon. And now Gray with a tribal chokehold. Seen her take off a few women with that hold. Toni Moon just barely lifted her up, but had enough force to take the hold off of her. And now Moon flashed up but misses Emelie Gray, who goes out of the way, and Toni Moon almost kicks the turnbuckle, but now she got control with a nice regal plex there. Very nice regal plex on the part of Toni Moon. And there's a flatliner. And there's a flatliner by Toni Moon. And now Moon going right back on the arm. Trying to break that arm up. Trying to break it up. Trying to do something with it. Goes to the cover and a kick on it too by Gray. And that tells me something. That tells me Gray is starting to wear out. But now Toni, oh no, Toni Moon is going up top. The crowd's already thinking about saying this is awesome. Oh, there's a suplex off the top rope. Oh my God, Toni Moon with a superplex off the top rope. But Emelie Gray seemed to have no-sold that shit, and she just got right back up. And now Gray looks to do something there. Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna do that outside. Oh, she does though. Took her outside, but she got countered by Toni Moon. And there's a DDT trying to break her neck. Toni Moon with a DDT trying to break her neck. Irish whips her back in the ring. Goes in the ring herself. But now Gray going back on her with a knee right to the knee. With a knee right to the knee. And there's another triangle chokehold. Toni Moon is in trouble here. But she's still in it to win it. She's still trying to fight back. And this is actually the first time I've seen Emelie Gray have a bit of trouble with Toni Moon in this matchup, but I believe this is going to be, hey Austin Collins, how you doing tonight? I believe this is going to be a damn interesting matchup to say the least. Oh man. Toni Moon is just, oh man. Nice move there by Toni Moon there. Cover. Kick on it too by Gray again. No matter what she does, she hasn't been able to do a good move on her there. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no! It's the hold that it's... Oh, she just tapped out immediately. As I was saying, that's an inverted dragon sleeper. It's taken out many a woman in wrestling, in Apex Wrestling, and she has done it again. As soon as the hold was applied, it was done. As soon as the hold was applied, Toni Moon just tapped out. Oh man. And once again, Emelie Gray proving once again she is a dominant woman. Although this time it was mostly in Toni Moon's favor tonight. Even though it was mostly in Toni Moon's favor, once again it took one mistake to snatch that victory right from under. It took a mistake from Toni Moon for Emelie Gray to just snatch that victory right from under her feet like a rug. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is going to be a matchup. This is going to be a two-part matchup, possibly a three-part matchup. Because coming up tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have this match involved in a sequence-involved matchup back-to-back. So that way we don't have to worry about any possible break times. Because, ladies and gentlemen,